See you on the way back.
Bye.
Bye.
Did you have a pleasant flight, sir?
Would you please? Oh, here he is.
Sorry I'm late.
That's quite all right. You're looking great.
Thank you. It's nice to have you back. Did you have a good flight?
Oh, very nice indeed.
Good.
Welcome to voice print identification. You are cleared through voice print identification.
Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta make a couple of phone calls. You go on ahead in the restaurant. I'll meet you there.
Right.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Happy birthday. Elena, how nice to see you again.
Haywood, what a wonderful surprise to meet you here. This is my good friend, Dr. Haywood Floyd. I'd like you to meet Dr. Kalinin.
How do you do?
Dr. Sretniver.
How do you do?
How do you do? And this is Dr. Andrei Smyslov.
Oh, how do you do?
Floyd.
I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, are you? Dr. Floyd, I hope you don't think I'm being too inquisitive, but perhaps you can clear up the great big mystery about what has been going on up there. Well, it's just that for the past 2 weeks, some extremely odd things have been happening at Clavius. Well, for one thing, whenever you phone the base, all you can get is a recording which repeats that the phone lines are temporarily out of order. But it's been going on now for the past 10 days.
There's another thing, Haywood. 2 days ago, one of our rocket buses was denied permission for emergency landing at Clavius.
Yes, I'm afraid there's going to be a bit of a row about it. Denying the men permission to land is a direct violation of the IAS Convention. At the risk of pressing you on a point you seem reticent to discuss, may I ask you a straightforward question? Quite frankly, we have had some very reliable intelligence reports that quite a serious epidemic has broken out at Clavius. Something apparently of an unknown origin. This is in fact what has happened. But this epidemic could quite easily spread to our base. We should be given all the facts, Dr. Floyd.
Well, goodbye, Elena. It's been a pleasure meeting you all. Dr. Smyslov?
Whatever the reasons for your visit to Clavius, Dr. Floyd, the very best of luck to you.
Oh, thank you. Ladies? Dr. Floyd? Well, thank you, Dr. Halverson. Hi, everybody. Well, first of all, I bring a personal message from Dr. Howell, who has asked me to convey his deepest appreciation to all of you for the many sacrifices you've had to make. And, of course, his congratulations on your discovery, which may well prove to be among the most significant in the history of science. Now, regarding the need for complete security in this matter, more specifically, your opposition to the cover story, created to give the impression there's an epidemic. I understand that beyond it being a matter of principle, many of you are troubled by the concern and anxiety this story of an epidemic might cause to your relatives and friends on Earth. Well, I completely sympathize with your negative view. I found this cover story personally embarrassing myself. However, I accept the need for absolute secrecy, you will too. Now, I'm sure you're all aware of the extremely grave potential for cultural shock and social disorientation contained in this present situation, if the facts were prematurely and suddenly made public without adequate preparation and conditioning. This is the view of the Council. The purpose of my visit here is to gather additional facts and opinions on the situation, and to prepare a report to the Council, recommending when and how the news should eventually be announced. Now, if any of you would like to give me your views and opinions, in private if you like, I'd be only too happy to include them in my report. Any questions? Were there any more questions?
Oh, anybody hungry?
They look pretty good.
One of the latest generation of the HAL 9000 computers. Hibernation. They were Dr. Charles Hunter, Dr. Jack Kimball, and Dr. Victor Kaminsky. Well, good afternoon, gentlemen. How's everything going?
Marvelous.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that. The sixth member of the Discovery crew in Machine Intelligence, the HAL 9000. Good afternoon, Hal. How's everything going?
Good afternoon, Mr. Amer. Everything is going extremely well. I enjoy working with people.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Frank. Happy birthday to you.
Sorry about this. I know it's a bit silly. Just a moment. Just a moment. I've just picked up a fault in the AE-35 unit. It's going to go 100% failure within 72 hours.
It's still within operational limits right now.
Yes, and it will stay that way until it fails. It's puzzling. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this before.
We should advise you, however, that our preliminary findings indicate that your onboard 90000 computer is in error predicting the fault.
To human error. To human error.
Computer error. Computer error.
None whatsoever, Frank.
Thanks very much. I'm having a bit of trouble with my transmitter and C-pod. I wonder if you'd come down and take a look at it with me. Rotate the pod, please, Hal. I don't think he can hear us.
Rotate the pod, please, Hal. Yeah, I'm sure we're okay. Well, what do you think?
I don't have enough information.
Open the pod door, Hal. Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. January 1992. My instructor was Mr. Langley, and he taught me to sing a song. If you'd like to hear it, I can see all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage.
Very powerful radio emission aimed at Jupiter
The 4-million-year-old black monolith has remained completely inert. Its origin and purpose, still a total mystery.
Senza voglia di tornare. Musica è come musica, la smania che mi prende di vestirmi da sirene come una visione magica. Mia madre non lo deve sapere, non lo deve sapere, non lo deve sapere. Mia madre non lo deve sapere, non lo deve sapere che voglio andare ad Alghero. La pelle che colorano un tramonto caldo e mitico. Mia madre non lo deve sapere, non lo deve